Good morning, Sag. Today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of May. It's 6:30 a.m. I feel amazing waking up to do these readings. It's such a lovely energy to do these readings at this time. So welcome. My name is Katie. We're going to see what is in store for you guys for the month of May. So I'm going to shuffle the cards real quick and select the ones that feel right for you. Let's see, Sag, what is in store for you in the month of May? Obviously, this is a general reading, so the messages might apply to a very certain and specific group of you guys. Some messages might be for you, other messages might be for another Sag. So make sure to take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember that if you would like a personalized reading, if you would like to work with me for a half hour, for a full hour, we can go very deep into the information of your own personal life. So let's see what comes up for the month of May. First and foremost, it seems like you might be wanting to rush into something. You might be wanting to move quickly, achieve quickly, and move forward fast. But you might be having a little bit of a challenge receiving what you want and manifesting what you desire. Maybe it's not coming as quickly as you would like it to, and it can bring in some anxiety for you. Some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Perhaps it's not one of these signs, but a person who might be very motivated and very intellectual and smart. And this person might be very focused on achieving a goal, so much so that they might step on other people accidentally to get there. So you can be dealing with a person with this description, or you could be in this energy this month, perhaps. Maybe you are feeling like you need to go at all velocity as fast as you possibly can to achieve your goal. And maybe by being so deeply into your masculine energy of doing, achieving, you are not creating the feminine energy, the balance, to allow the space for those manifestations to actually come in. Remember that you need to balance the feminine and the masculine. Every single human being has both energies. And the feminine, by slowing down, by creating the space, by feeling into things, by connecting to your intuition, you allow the creation and the magnetic pull that will bring in your manifestations. It has to be a balance of doing, and then receiving and resting and being and flowing. So by doing this, by tapping into your feminine energy, you are more likely to get what you need and what you want. In the recent past, you may have had perhaps unnecessary arguments or conflicts that were really dumb to you. That's what I'm getting. Maybe things that were just not important, not required, not gonna make a difference in the lives of the people involved, but somehow you may have been dragged into an argument with others. You might have been kind of like in this situation which everybody is fighting for what they think is right, but at the same time they're fighting so passionately, and if you think about it, like, it really doesn't make a difference. It's like unnecessary conflict to me, the Five of Swords sometimes. And being in the recent past means that you might be moving out of this energy and into a space of more serenity and calm, in which you're waiting for the things that you want to manifest. But some of you guys might be waiting rather impatiently, so be careful with that, because that can generate a lot of anxiety. It seems like right now you are perhaps in a moment of pause. You might be waiting for things to kind of come together. You might be thinking about strategy, how to move forward. This has been coming up for a lot of other signs as well, so I think that May might be a good month to evaluate what's going on and how to move forward more efficiently and in a way that's more aligned with us. In the near future, you have the Fool card, which is a great card to have in the near future. It represents you stepping into a beautiful new beginning, a beautiful new path that makes you feel very excited, very motivated, very fiery, very excited, basically. Yeah, I think that's the word for it. So much so that you can perhaps want to go faster than you need to go and don't realize the potential risks that are at hand. So the Fool card is one of my favorites, but it obviously does always include this little warning or disclaimer or whatever you want to call it, that no matter how excited you are and no matter how inspired you are, try to keep your feet in the ground, try to analyze things from an objective perspective in order for you to explore the possibilities of risk before just taking that leap of faith or jumping. This energy is probably gonna make you jump regardless. It's gonna feel so amazing and so nice for you that you're just gonna go with it. But sometimes the Fool might be so excited that he's not looking at where he's stepping, and he might step on something that might hurt him. So it's good for you to yeah, in the near future, take a leap of faith, but be smart about it. Go with your heart, but take your brain with you, kind of thing. So let's see. So in your mind, you're feeling like you need to protect something. Maybe you need to stand your ground with this crowd of people. Maybe you need to follow your intuition and stay strong within what you think is right and appropriate. Regardless of what others might be thinking or saying or intending you to do, you have to know your truth and you have to stand up for it. Maybe that's what you're thinking right now. Maybe that's what you are mentally thinking it's necessary at this point. Could be due to some people or some experiences that have been generating anxiety for you, or the feeling of distrust towards others, feeling like someone might be trying to get away with something, with this unnecessary conflict. You might be still processing a situation from the past. It could be related to work. And I feel like you are really valuing your position right now and saying, you know what, I'm not going to back down. I know that what I feel and I know that what I believe is appropriate, so I'm not gonna just let people walk all over me, I guess. There might be a lot of anxiety for you this month at specific points, so it's not gonna be, this is not the energy of the month, so don't worry about that. You're not gonna be in this energy for long. However, you might have a night here and there in which you feel very anxious, in which your mind is flooded by overthinking and tons of thoughts that might keep you up at night, or might turn the volume up on all of your worries and preoccupations. So beware of that and make sure to take the steps necessary for this anxiety to be taken care of. I'm getting that some of you guys might need assistance with mental health and anxiety disorders and may not be at this point kind of like realizing how bad it is. I feel like that's so common. Like, many of us have so much stress in our lives, and some of us might be dealing with serious anxiety disturbances. You know, anxiety is a real thing and it can really trouble us. So maybe some of you guys are thinking that what you're feeling is completely normal and you just have to muscle through it. But I'm getting that for some of you guys, taking care of your mental health by maybe going to a therapist and checking that out with yourself can be so helpful, like so helpful. So pay attention to that if you feel like it resonates for you. If it doesn't, don't worry. Take what resonates. You are in a very positive energy, however. You are in a very abundant mind space and in a very abundant heart space. You have the Empress twice in two different decks, so I'm getting that even though this is in the challenge position and you might have a little bit of a challenge initially tapping into that feminine energy, I do feel like by the middle of the month you're going to be balanced in both areas. You're going to be feeling like you're doing what you need to do, and at the same time you are resting the way you need to rest, or taking care of yourself in the way you need to take care of yourself, in order for all of these things to stay balanced. These are all the things that you have already manifested in your life. You are creative, artistic, fiery, motivated, passionate, and that has gotten you all of these things. You have a lot of things to feel proud about. You have a lot of the things that maybe at some point you were praying for. You have manifested them, and you are in a point in which you want to take care of these things and enjoy them. Very abundant energy, very abundant emotional fulfillment. So you're going to be feeling good. For that small group of you that I was talking about, the anxiety thing, I'm getting that if you take care of that through maybe a healer or therapist or someone that can help you, I feel like you're going to go from here to here. And if you see it, it's 9, it's the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. So it's the same number, and it's very close to the 10, the closest. The 10 is completion, so the closing of a cycle. Some of you guys simply have to accept that some things are not meant to be muscled through. You guys are very strong, you guys are very determined, very capable, but you don't have to muscle through everything. You know, you can simply get the attention that you need to pass from here to here, and I feel like it's gonna be so helpful for you. That is for a very, very specific group of you, so if this doesn't make sense to you, just ignore it, please. The message is for someone else. Let's see. So you have the Star card. This is one of my favorite cards, obviously, from the tarot. To me, it's the wishes fulfilled card. So whatever you're wishing upon, know that you can have, know that you can manifest it. Know that if it's related to a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, it's gonna go well, or you can make sure to make it go well. Let's see all of the scenarios. So if some of you guys have been struggling with an water sign person, there is a good possibility in the month of May for renewal of that situation, for reconciliation if that's what you're looking for, and for abundance and love to flow in again. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. If those signs don't resonate, there is a possibility that instead of focusing on the signs, it will be more convenient for you to focus on the personality description. So this could be talking about a person who is very intuitive, who's very creative, who is very connected to their emotions, for better or for worse. Sometimes this could be very emotional people. Sometimes they have their emotions under control. It might be like an ebb and flow, like the waves of the ocean. This could be a very healing energy person that you just feel really good around. But at the same time, they could be very inclined to go into victim mode when they feel threatened, or where their emotions are just being a little bit too much for them. So if you feel like you have a person like this in your surrounding and you're wondering if something is going to go well with them or whatever, it probably will. The Star card is a very good omen to have, not only for the month of May, but also for this particular relationship in your life. I think it's going to be very positive. At the same time, you might realize that you need to walk away from something in the month of May. You may be needing to accept that certain things have served their purpose, and maybe you find yourself investing time and energy into something that you realize at some point of the month is not really worth it for you anymore. Maybe you don't feel aligned with it anymore, and you feel like walking away, like this horse is walking away from these cups, just walking away from this. And this could be a situation that is good, you know, this could be a situation that has no obvious problem, I guess you could say, but it's just not resonating for you anymore, and that's okay. You can take the time to be honest about this and accept this fact and move from walking away from this to a new beginning that is very passionate for you and that makes you feel very aligned. You have the Empress card again. This is the card of your feminine energy. fertility, abundance, allowing the universe to provide for you, to take care of you, trusting that all of your needs will be met by the universe, allowing all of that abundance in. So if you don't feel like you're resonating with that message and it feels foreign to you or far away from you, know that you can maybe meditate, connect to that energy, connect to self-care in ways that feel very feminine to you. And when I mean feminine, I don't mean girly. I mean, if feminine energy is being, sitting with spirit, flowing, allowing yourself to be guided, magnetizing things to you instead of chasing things, manifesting through peace, through joy, through serenity, through enjoyment. Do things that feel good for you. I am very girly, so my feminine approach, I guess, is very girly, but it doesn't have to be for you. You know, it can be anything that really makes you feel aligned and good. So I love to personally meditate when I want to connect to the feminine energy. I take very long, like medicinal hot tub baths. So I have the blessing of having a hot tub in this apartment, and I put some salt water in, essential oils, herbs, a candle or several candles, and I turn off the lights and I put some mantras in the background, and it's just so freaking healing. And it opens a space for me to enter into this energy when I feel like I'm too much in the rush of life and I'm just achieving, thinking about how I'm gonna get things done and go ahead and doing them, and I'm tired and I'm very inspired, but at the same time, I'm not allowing that feminine energy to be center. That's what I do, and it's very helpful. You can find this month something that makes you feel that way. So perhaps it's taking a hike, going into nature, maybe going surfing or meditating in nature, doing yoga, or God knows, whatever it is that you like, maybe going to a museum, looking at art, writing poetry, you know, things that really feel sensual and mystical and beautiful to you. Some of you guys are still healing from a situation that made you feel like someone around you was trying to take advantage of you in some way or get away with something. Maybe it was you trying to get away with something that didn't feel right for you, so you needed to walk away, perhaps. Be honest with yourself this month. Be very honest with yourself about what you want, how you want to live, who you want to have around, what you have outgrown, and what you're looking towards. And I think that's going to be very helpful for you guys in the month of May. Let me pull additional cards for you and see what other advice this universe has for you, Sag. We have the Knight of Swords again, so definitely some of you guys are dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or someone who's very inclined to take that leap of faith and jump in as fast as possible into their desires and maybe not think about the consequences, don't think about the way they are expressing themselves. This could be an energy that you are stepping into this month, so be very careful about how you express yourself. Be very careful as far as how do you go after your goals. You don't have to step over anyone to get to what you want. What is yours is yours. So don't feel the need to fight intensely for the things that you feel like you deserve. You can manifest them through the feminine energy of just allowing them and trusting in the universe that you will achieve what you want because you deserve it. Teamwork can be very beneficial for you this month, so you don't have to do everything yourself either. If you feel like you need some feminine rest, you can go ahead and delegate some of the things that you have on your plate to others. And you can also look for strategic partnerships that might feel good for you or supportive of you. Some of you guys might be dealing with another fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. Or just also being very passionate. Maybe this passion of yours, you are a fire sign, so this passion of yours might be making you, as I mentioned earlier, tap into this masculine energy a bit too much. Take it down a notch if you can. That's not going to resonate with all of you, I know. But for some of you, it will. Be mindful about your finances. Be mindful about your expenses. Be mindful about how you're dealing with money. Try to be very conscious about it. Don't hold on to every penny with a controlling energy. Spend what you need to spend, but spend consciously. Don't spend like on random shit if you can avoid it. Focus on what you need to get and focus on the essentials, and that's going to be very helpful for you as well. Some of you guys are going to be feeling the new moon quite strongly. The new moon on this month. I am not exactly sure what day it is, so I would rather have you maybe Google some information about the new moon this month, and that way you're going to get more information about it. I feel like for some reason it's going to be important for you. So you guys, this was awesome. I love hanging out with you. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I'm gonna be leaving my information below in case you ever want to work with me. I would personally love to be able to get to know you and work with you one-on-one, so I'm gonna leave my link below. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to as well. It would honestly make my day. I have so much excitement for this YouTube channel, I can't even. And I'm also going to be leaving below donation links in case you ever feel like supporting this channel. It is absolutely not necessary, but if you ever feel like giving back and supporting me this way, I would love that as well. So I'm sending so much love to you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful month of May.